Okay, if you're new to me, I'm Maeve McCaffrey. So glad you're here. Here's what you need if you have it, and if you do not have it, you're going to work around it. I have a moderate set of dumbbells, 8 pounds. I have a couple mini bands in case I want different strength. I have a mini ball and I have a yoga block. So if you have any of those things, have them ready. And if you don't have them, create resistance. We're going to get a little warm up here. So you're going to stand on your left foot. Take your right leg back. Take your left arm up. So opposite arm, opposite leg are going to move here. You can have your right hand on your hip if it feels okay, out to the side, holding on to something. Float this right leg up. Now we're just going to take little pulls back. So posterior oblique system. So from shoulder to hip in opposition. Yes? Let's go, let's go. Opposite arm, opposite leg are moving. Yes, I see you, perfect. We're going to keep this. We're just going to add to it. So you're going to go back, you're going to come across. Extend, come across. This can be as fast or as slow as you need it to be. You can tap down with that foot if you need to, but we're still finding that extension in the hip. So that's the important thing, is that that leg extends back behind you. The whole time, keep containing this front body, the belly. It's fine for the rib cage to expand because we create and generate power from this extension, right? But we want it to be controlled extension. Again. Last two. Last one. Switch your foot. Pulse it back. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Center strong. Contain that belly. Squeeze back. If you need to hold on to something, do that. It's not just the leg. Pull that shoulder back. Eight more right here. Let's go for 8. We're going to take this, we're going to expand back, and then we're going to bring it across. Good. Last 4 right here. Yeah. Beautiful. Mini band for your lower legs. If you don't have one, you're going to do this exact same thing without it. Little bend in your knees, booty goes back a little bit, heart stays up, belly draws in. This is your start position. Take your gaze up. So don't look down at the floor. Take your gaze up. You're going to push back out. Like back and out, back and out. So nice. Right leg only. It's back and out, or out and back. Left leg only, go. So whether you have a band or not, stay connected to the creation of this extension, the action of that hip extension, the action of the stability here. Good, now bring it in. Sink down. Feet are in parallel. Perfect. Little step out. Little step out. 1 and 1. Knees stay bent. We stay low, we stay grounded. Yeah, yes. Maybe a little lower. Heart a little higher. Gaze stays up. Or at least forward. And I don't mean up. That's not. Like straight ahead-ish. Straight ahead-ish. Left leg only. Really nice. Yes. Yeah. Right leg only. Go. Again. Sink deeper. Just drop, drop, drop. Take the feet out a little wider. Drop. Feel the band kind of pushing into your outer lower legs. Option to take a little jump here. Now listen, don't stop. When you're jumping, if you're jumping, it's important to stay grounded, grounded. So you're never jumping with straight legs. Oh my God. Yes. Come on. Eight more, yes you can. Let's go. 8. 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Stand it up, take that band off. Amazing. Weights, moderate to light. You're gonna step out. You have a deadlift, curl it up. So just a little step out, and bring it back up. So we're just stepping into a deadlift basically. It's not a lunge. I mean, technically you're lunging out to the side, but what I really want is you stepping into a deadlift. So bowing forward. Yeah. And it's not that big of a step out. It's just like enough to like get some separation between your feet. Perfect. Beautiful. We're refining this. We're always refining. Sometimes we're learning. And then once you feel like you have a grasp, we're refining. That is part of learning, right? So when we've done a few repetitions, checking in with your spine, this position of your spine. And we're doing our best to maintain a neutral spine throughout the duration of this movement pattern. So ideally, there's not a lot of fluctuation in the position of the spine here. That doesn't mean that we're rigid. It's more based on mechanics and the work to stabilize. So when the foot hits, you bow forward. You don't round forward, you bow forward. You can drive that hip down, like back, not down, but back. And you're kind of pinning the outer hip in to stabilize against that step out. Couple more. Last one each side. We're going to take this sideways movement. We're going to turn it into a lunge, and it's going to get bigger. Weights are going to start at your shoulders. You're going to sit out, little pause. You're going to come up. If you can, you'll bring your knee up. You have 4 shoulder presses. And you got to stabilize when you're there. Take it out to the side, same side. Sink, little pause. Bring it up. And then 4 times up overhead. If you need to remove this overhead movement for any reason, go for it. We are not in a rush here. There is work in the lunge. There is work here with the lifted knee. It's in our precision that the work really starts to feel good. So that we're in charge, we're in control. It's not happening to you, you're creating it. And that's part of the refinement of your movement, right? If you ever watch someone playing a sport, even like a skier, in the beginning it's happening to them, right? The mountain is happening to them, the skis are happening to them. And then as they refine, they're in charge, they're creating the movement, right? I'm sure you've experienced this with something, some sort of something, whether it be a sport, a practice like martial arts or music, something that you, I don't know how many I just did there, something that you have to do in repetition to get better at, exercise, we refine. One more on this side. You're going to take this top leg and you're going to step it back. And then you're going to tip over. I have to give myself a little more space. Both of your knees are going to bend. So the knee that was up is now behind you. Both of your knees bend. Chest rolls open. Hold it. Upper back working. Muscles around the spine stabilizing. I like gaze on the floor, but a little bit like a couple feet in front of your front foot. Good. Tricep kick back. Take it back. Initiate the movement from your center, please. Hips are strong. Breathe. Last 4. Last 2. Beautiful. Bring it up. Weights are at your shoulders. Really nice. You have time. Take it. Take it out. Second side. Sit your hip back. Come up. Find that balance. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Yeah, love it. Until they lay me down. To the rest my bones on the cold ground. Really, really nice. Remember, I want that little pause in that side lunge. So don't rush this side of things here. Really, really nice. And you really got to find your center before you start this movement overhead, right? So don't start from an unstable place here and just start jamming the arms up. Like, find your center. We have absolutely no rush. I think we should do one more. Of course you have the power of veto, but why not, right? So this top knee, that foot is gonna go behind. And then we set it up, tip over. Both knees are bent, please. That means if I bend this front knee, I have to go back. And that's gonna give me the ability to get deeper into this hip. Elbows in at your sides, chest is open. Front ribs draw in, hold it, hold it. So find this kind of start position. Upper back working. Yes. Now press it back. Beautiful, bring it up. Well done. You have two options. I'm gonna give you the easier option and then I will give you, you know what? They're not easier and harder, they're just different. So I'm gonna give you the first option, which will not require a plank or being in your wrists. So it might feel easier, it might not. You tip over, your feet are wide, you drive up. You give me a row right here. If you want, you row. Weights come down, plank, row. So if you're going into the plank, you don't need to stand all the way up. You're kind of keeping your spine tipped over the whole time. Now, because of that, you gotta keep your center. You must keep your center super strong. Yes, yes, Gage, perfect. Yes. So beautiful, Susan Ezra. You'd be like my demo couple. Each version, I love it. You're amazing, everyone. You look fantastic. Keep it up. Last one. Come on down to the floor. Well done. Well done. So I said yoga block, and I should have been a little more specific. A foam or like a light, not a cork, not a wood one. It'll be too heavy. Otherwise, you'll do this without. So mine is like super light, and that's how I want it. We're going to take this block, and we're going to kind of balance it. I have it foot to shin, so I have to keep my foot a little bit flexed here in order to keep the block from falling off. Preference, you can lie all the way down or you can be propped up on your elbow. Top hand on your top hip. I didn't give you right and left, it's whatever feels better for you, whatever your top hip is. And then you're just gonna hold it here. And then strong. Bottom rib cage feels nice and connected upward. Still just holding. Now, whole leg small, lift up. The emphasis is on the up, not the down. Does that make sense? Like I'm not trying to go any lower. I'm trying to go higher and then back to my set point. Ooh, I'm already gonna lose my block. That's part of the exercise. So it's not just the foot, the whole leg, from the knee to the foot has to lift. Oh! I'm gonna have like a point system. Every time I drop my block, I'm gonna start at 10 and I'm gonna deduct down. I'm at 9. Actually, I guess I had to touch it twice. I'm at 8. I think 10 might be a little generous. Should start at 5. I don't know what my penance is once I get to 0. When all my tokens have run out, I don't know what my penance is, but whew. Am I right? Oh my gosh. This could be like a magazine or like a light book if you don't have a light block. If like your block is wood, I wouldn't even try it. It's too much. It's too heavy. And it's not just about adding something here. It's about the effort of having to keep it stable and not falling off. Hence my point system, my own personal little game. Little Mister. Aaron, I don't know if you're here today. Is Skylar watching? So Aaron's dog loves Little Mister. And she sends me the cutest videos. Skylar, Aaron, not the dog. Wouldn't that be amazing if our pets could send messages? Oh my goodness. Stay in it. Mister, thanks for the moral support. 8 more. You've got this. 8. 7. 2 more. Oh my gosh. Bring that leg around. I promise I'll remember this on the second side. I'll have the tendency to do this on the first side and then I forget on the second side. Okay, and then let's switch sides. Mister, are you gonna help me remember? All right. So the block or whatever it is that you might be using, I have it like ankle, lower shin, and foot. So I've got this nice stable base, at least it starts stable. Push the floor away. You can be all the way down or you can be propped up. It's your call. But this bottom rib cage is lifting up. First we just held. We just held. Notice the tendency of this top hip to want to roll back. Try not to do that. We're still just holding. Oh, he's trying to sabotage my block. Still holding. Getting this nice isometric. Now we move. It's up, back to home. My goodness, I feel my bottom hip. When I started moving my top leg, I feel my bottom hip stabilizing. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I'll be waiting somewhere by the palm tree. A little sand kicking up serendipity. Yeah, I'll be waiting somewhere by the palm tree. A little sand kicking up serendipity.
We're not done, we're not done. Check in with your foundation. Last 8. Maybe 8 more. I think 8 more. I don't think I did enough. I don't have the same cramp I had in the first side. This is my weaker side. And I think 8 more. Let's go. 8. Oh, I'm not making any friends today, huh? 4, 3, 2. Oh my goodness. Bring that leg around. I was kind of half kidding when I said I wasn't getting the same cramping. Nice work.
Waiting somewhere by the palm trees.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Said kicking up, said
Yoga block works, a ball works. I'll show you. So you're gonna lie down and you can either have the ball resting on your shins here or your yoga block. I think the block is probably a little more stable. Hands are behind the head. You're just gonna keep this platform. Again, it's not moving. Lift, release. We're not releasing all the way down. Look at this nice little trunk crunch. Lower body is staying still. And you're doing your best to get your shoulders up off the floor, and they never fully rest down. If that's at all possible, you're gonna keep the shoulders up the entire time. Hold it up, hold it up. We're gonna twist, twist, twist. Go 8. 4, 3, 2, release it down. Oh my goodness. This block is gonna come to the ground. Your right foot's gonna come on the block. You could use a ball here. This is gonna be really, really a lot more challenging. So I'm gonna start block. I'll show you ball in a moment. Actually, I guess I can show you. You just put your foot on, and it's gonna be a lot trickier. You could keep this, well, let me show you the whole thing. So ball or block under the right foot. Let me just show you. If you're using the ball, my suggestion is keep the left leg completely down, and that way you've got like a helper. But the left leg is gonna be straight. If you're using the block, you have a lot more stability. We're gonna float that left leg up, and then we're bridging single leg here. Now, as always, when we are bridging asymmetrically, meaning both sides are not doing the same thing, if this doesn't feel good on your body, please just do with both feet down. Make it symmetrical.
I remember every part of you. You're the only
If you're using a ball, as you're here, you might find that you can figure out the stability to float that other leg off the ground. It's pretty tricky, sis, so don't put that kind of pressure, amazing, on yourself.
one more time I wish you'd hold me in your arms, help me to forgive.
Straight, straight, that other leg, real, real straight. Last 2, last 1. Hips come all the way down. Slide the block or the ball over. Left foot's gonna be on. This is it, this is it. Right leg extends out. If you're on a ball, I would suggest having the foot down. If you're on the block, you have more stability. And if it's okay, your leg is up the whole time. We're not tapping all the way down unless you really need it. So we learn the movement, we get it in our body, and then we refine. As we refine, so learning is such an amazing thing. Learning is such an amazing thing. And I think because if we've been doing something for a while, we kind of sometimes take off that learning student hat. I encourage you to always be a learner. I have a 5-year-old, just newly 5, and he is learning in this way that's amazing to watch, and it reminds me to be a student all the time. So when we're in the process of refining, we're learning again. So there's like learn mastery, learn mastery, learn mastery, right? The refinement is that we just keep adding layers onto our awareness. Whew, 2 more. And then release it down. Amazing. Knees into your chest, take your knees wide. And when we approach movement in this way, it's never going to get stagnant. It'll always be fresh. So we can do something, rock up to seated, that we've done a million times, but we can see it with new eyes. That, my friend, is a gift. There's something really rewarding, take your legs out wide, about seeing something, doing a movement that you've done before, and you're like, yes, I know this, I've got this. But then taking that next level of like, how do I make this squat new and different? How do I make this crunch new and different and better? Like, yeah, actually better. And the refinement process doesn't always mean you make something harder, right? Come back up. Stretch up, inhale, shift forward any amount, exhale. Strong legs. Rise back up. Come into an easy forward fold. I like feet a little wider than my hips here. Little rock side to side. And then bend both knees, roll up your spine. Take a breath on the top. You're amazing. Oh, thank you for starting. You know what? I don't know if you started your day with me. If you're on the West Coast, maybe this is midday for you even. Maybe you're up at 5 a.m. I don't know. But thanks for spending some time with me.